cheese food. Alright, let's go for 10 reasons you could play for the dungeon of the endless. Very fast. First thing first, every game will be recorded and you have your own rank about what you were doing, you were playing, and what did you get as a score. When you finish the game just show like a yellow flowers to say that you won the game. You can also play in multiplayer. I actually don't know how it works with multiplayer. When you play a game, you can leave the game. What I was about to say is the game are so damn long. Okay, it's like a dungeon scroll, but you will spend like more than 2 hours in the same dungeon. And if you want to go fast, that will not be good enough to go further and further. So one of the bad things for me is you can save and go back to the same dungeon again. It's the same excitement. The second one is a large pool of heroes. So here I play on PC, and to play on PC you have 4 guys that are pretty active. So you can just get a high with this one. And let's go for one more guy. This one. When you pick a character, you can choose a difficulty between easy or easy. So you have to try to say as a hardcore player that this game is a hardcore game. That means when you lose, it's a game over. You have to start over again. So for the difficulty, it will introduce hard for the introductions and expert for the because this game is not good. When you got your first game at first, you have to play on this that nothing is gonna happen. That's not working. When you play it, you can unlock and this will make the game a lot more variant. And there is more that there are here. So for the replayability, it's actually more than good. So what is happening when you press play? I will press play easy. That means expert. Okay. So third one will be there is a storyline and it's actually not that big deep. You have your spaceship and your spaceship is crashing the land. You do the land. You got to get away with the heart of your spaceship. It's like an AI and the AI is helping you. Okay. So this game is in a pixel art and as a pixel art you can do a lot of job with it. So I will just do my bind. So as a Dota player you can do a good control, and here is a third thing about this game. Yeah. So for the group of control you can like select 1 hero, 2 hero, and you can select a combination of 2 heroes. When this is said, you can go for the first step. Actually here there is nothing to say, you just open the door. But when you open the door, you can transform the door into a lighting. And what is interesting is shooting between 3 kinds of resources. For the first one, we got basics, resource of building. It's a building resource and with it I can build. Nothing to say here. I'm lighting up again. Okay, so this one's light up. So the first floor has actually more like a guided. But when these doors will split off, you can choose between left and right. This will be more complicated. But we're gonna craft one more, we will say resource crafter. This one will be science, and with science you can research for improvements that are permanent in one game. This one is actually pretty good. So for 4 tips, I would say this is very interesting to go with the blue resources. By research, you will upgrade your own game, and you can go with the infinity loop for further and further stage. But for this one, we only do what we can do the best, killing enemies. Alright. Actually, there is some stats to get. So this one is giving more health, more defense, a little bit more, less attack speed, and 1 regeneration. The HP regeneration is actually pretty huge. For this one, it will be a weapon that gives more attack and more attack speed. So for this one, is actually the basics. But some of them are going further and further, deeper in the roleplay. So one thing here is happening. I can code the game. So when you light up a room, there is no monster in the lighting up. But if you open a room in the dark, you can meet enemies. But also in the room that you already visited, there could be enemies inside. And this is the fifth thing about this game. Make your way lighting up. And if you don't have light, stay in the light with some defense to protect your resource craft. That's the way of winning the game. The more you protect your resources crafted, the further you go, the easier you will be. To lose your resource, it's not lost, but it's near to be lost. That's the point. So here I just cut before, and everything is connected with your AI, so you have to do a branch to keep the light up. If you turn the light down, you can light up in any other way you discover. That is pretty good. And actually, when you want to finish a stage, what you want to have is actually enough light to light up all the way to the next stage, because you have to take your AI with you, and that is the fixed part of the tips of this game. You should always have a fast hero ready, because when you have a fast hero ready, you can go very easily between stages. So here I will just do one of the 7th tips of the game, building turrets in a 3-way or more 4-way room. That means in this case your turret will do damage instead of your hero, and you can do a lot of damage and your hero will take less damage to survive. What is the big myth about this game will be the 8 tips. Is when you find an exit, you want to go to the exit maybe too fastly or directly or to the next to take the exit. That is a good opportunity to learn, because in this case your hero will actually die because there is too much enemies. What you have to do is to dig up through the exit with a light and let some room in the dark, voluntary, to put the monster away from the track. So I will show it in a few. Just trying to dig a little bit more and save my resources to the next stage. I am doing a little bit much faster, but when you go for your first game, you will not be that much faster, so there is some setup. The more you lose, the better you be in your next game. Even if you have always the same starter. You begin with your heroes with no stuff, few resources, and all of your goal is to be to know the exit. So actually here is the exit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn off this one. Good. And now we can light on this one, light on this one, and this one will be closed. So when I will take my AI through this way, so it's a long way for the first one, few enemies will come from the top right side, and a lot of enemy will come from the left side. So here will be the big mess about there is tons of enemy who will come from this. So I will let one hero here to stop them and to try to beat them as fast as I can. When I will go to the top, there is some enemy will come from the top, so I need to build also on this way some turret to protect my hero. So here, this one is choose one, choose the one here, the two will be here, the second will be here, and now more damage in this room, so I can do a little bit more damage in this room by destroying one. I will not destroy my resources, so when I want to destroy it's actually resources that is lost, so you have to think about where you build your turret. That's important, you can't save it. Okay, so this is our research station. I just spent science to learn a new type of a turret, and this kind of turret is actually a boost for my hero. So if I press shift, I can literally build my turret. That's actually pretty good. So with this kind of combination, I do think I can do my first stage easy. So we're gonna do this, taking the AI and run. So when the AI is taken, I can't hit, I can use skill, and I'm slower than this move speed is actually faster than this big guy taking the AI. So we're gonna go deep down, and when you go deep down, this is one of the last tips of the game. When you go deep down, you have to save resources. You can't just go deep down and you have no resources, instrumental or science, or even the third one that I didn't talk here. That's okay, you will discover by yourself what it's actually doing. And when you go to the next floor, the most important thing is to have higher resources. And the last tips will be, the more you go deep, the more character will be level up. You have level up according to the stage. Okay, and that's it. That's it for the tips, the 10 tips for Dungeon of the Endless. This is a pretty long game. You have to do 11 stage of this one to finish one game. So for this one I spent 10 minutes. So think about spending 10 by 10 minutes